Hey,
And
Faraday,
we're back! We suck because I fucked up.
Who calls herself the second Yakuza. Rob could literally just restart, but you know. The piece of cloth, you can't
But he never fucking gives us a warning, says it's his fault.
Don't interrupt the line when it auto-skips, Iffy. Come on, dude.
It is auto skipping, so I have to read it out as it says it. Oh, wait, I've got lines for everyone here. I think I'm Mackerel, I think you're K Faraday, and
I'm you. Mackerel is Iffy.
What did you I killed the guy.
Oh, you are, man. You've taken Mackerel, it's fine. George, you're done.
But it was the great tree Yakuza that told me to do it.
I asked the defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say?
Did you get it? I know the truth that you're the Yakuza.
Right, George, I'm gonna say now, and you need you to read the line, yeah?
Yes, sir.
The Yakuza is the man sitting over there at the prosecutor's bench.
Now.
Yeah, are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu?
You didn't deny it. You told me to kill him when I snuck into the embassy.
Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Mr. Rao, I think we've just heard about enough from you.
Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me. I'm sorry, Effie.
Good job, George. Pat you on the back.
Oh.
This is the
Is that
first
supposed to
time
be
I've
my
ever done
line?
That was meant to be your line, but my...
Lawrence took Mackerel for some strange reason.
George.
New prosecutor
I can
can
just
replace
go back to what I
Mr.
was saying
Faraday. This court will be in recess until the next prosecutor is ready.
Sorry, I panicked and I was like, I gotta say it quick.
Whack.
That's put a problem in things.
It's fine. Mackerel doesn't speak anymore from this point.
Oh, no, wait, Iffy gets the coolest character in
Yeah,
this,
that's the
in
thing.
this case,
That's
doesn't
the
he?
other reason I was gonna say. He's got a better character anyways.
He's got a really fucking cool character. Okay.
Well, since Ryan's not here...
I guess it falls to me.
I mean, I can do the deepest voice. No, it's a man.
It's fine.
It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom.
I think I've only got...
You've got one person important, but I guess you can have just, you know. I know you've got two. Anyways. And so is that's my first assignment as a prosecutor will be...
3, technically, but I can give the mini one to Iffy as well.
As a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Here he is.
Edgeworth.
It's just a one kind of... Just a deeper. Sir.
Oh, God. Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial?
Deeper.
I'm trying my best.
That's right.
I'm trying my best.
I can deep.
It's fine, I've got this.
Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know.
Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, the star of all this shows,
I fucking hate you.
will accept nothing short of perfection.
I understand, sir. Also, may I say your voice is lovely today?
Thank you.
It could be deeper.
I object to this fact.
I mean, am I wrong? Shit. At such an early stage in my career, I am honoured and proud.
As I have watched over your studies, I'm giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into whoops. I can't believe I fucked that line up. I'm not very perfect, I see. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion.
Yeah, you are breaking much from I just like that he's even deeper than that. Yes, sir. That's such a legendary prosecutor is watching over and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way.
Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute.
Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct?
Exactly.
What's in our organizer right now?
The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more out. What?
What was in the organizer, Rob? Is there anything else you have in there?
Oh, you want to check the organizer? We just have a
Yeah.
badge.
Oh no, it's just the badge right now. Okay. And Manfred, how old is he right now?
How old is he right now? Because this is like 7 years ago or something. 60.
60.
Holy shit. Dude's old. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Burn Faraday, gave the order. Ha! Faraday is such a fool.
Execute
He's been
order
cornered by his
66.
very own prey.
I'm sorry, it just sounds like he's going to give order 66 right now.
Commence Order 66. Kill all the Jedi.
That's why Godot died in the later episode. Sir, are you by any chance an acquaintance of Mr. Burn Faraday?
He is a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense.
Nonsense?
He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court.
Those who cannot be brought to the court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law.
Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. I'm still trying to figure out how I lived by that tenet and somehow gave birth to a daughter.
Plus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see.
Scientists are still trying to figure out how I mastered asexual reproduction.
No, man, he's Endeavor, right? He was trying to make the perfect prosecutor.
Wait, what did you say, sorry?
He's Endeavor, so he tried to make the perfect prosecutor.
Is he playing Pokemon?
It's fucking Quark marriage, but instead it's lawyer marriage.
What the fuck? That's not Pokemon!
He just fucked the best female prosecutor he could find.
No. It could be Pokemon as well. He had an infinite number of children, but he only kept one that had like the perfect IVs.
He wanted to traded the rest. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as a Faraday has... Well, disgracing yourself as Faraday has will not be forgiven.
Have no fear, I will not let you down, sir.
Good.
Do I look like a rank amateur?
This is your
In
first
principle
trial.
accused, do I look like a rank amateur?
This is your first trial, and I'm pretty sure about, like, a day from now.
I'm 100% confident I will win this without any issues.
I'm pretty sure, like, a day from now, your next prey will actually die on the stand.
Shut up! You don't know that. There's no
Very
way that could
good.
happen.
I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that.
Say the line.
Show them all the power of Von Karma.
I didn't even get to say my line.
So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case?
Yes, sir, about as firm as you keep saying about perfection every 2 seconds.
Yes.
I memorized everything that is written down in the case files, even though I have nothing in my organizer.
Well then, explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about.
Understood.
Can't take this seriously.
Why?
Okay. What did
The
they say?
perfect goes from, I know I have this boner to I'm a bitch slap the shit out of you in 5 seconds.
Von Karma was one of the best characters in the series, man.
Yeah, Bedford Wilcom always
I like
steals the
his
show.
expression. I don't give a shit about his character.
What did you say, Rob?
It's fine, this show has just become Von Karma, Godly Prosecutor Investigations.
A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the
Kodopian.
Kodopian Embassy.
Ian.
There we go.
Kodopian. The victim, Mr. David Mann, was a staff member at the embassy. Hey, George, you see this man?
I mean, it was bound to happen with a name like that.
The defendant in this case is Mr. Mackrell.
He's a fish.
Was held for questioning in the night, questioning the night of the incident, as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of a murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder,
A lot of guns in this fucking series, holy shit.
the Great Thief Yasser
expect you to
had
die.
successfully infiltrated the Kodopian embassy as well.
Like, there's been no mention of a knife at all in this entire game.
What a knife.
Yeah, like, so, like, Phoenix, right, always has, like, at least one knife or something. Or one other murder weapon, like a bludgeon weapon, but, like, all the deaths except for, Agent Hicks has been with a gun.
I mean, patience, Rob.
Fair enough.
At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill Mr. Deadman. I would have expected a gain from such a desperate lie.
It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he is found guilty. No one would fuck with him in jail if they knew he was the great thief Yatagarasu. He'd have all the prisoners sucking his dick.
And all the bitches.
There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth.
Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captures the murder. The footage clearly shows Mr. Rel as the murderer.
The act of Mr. Rel firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitors' gallery. Upon
seeing that, Mr. Von Karma stole my line like a bitch, and then the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder.
I humbly apologize. That was very imperfect of me. The greatest sin a prosecutor can endure.
And no. So this is actually the same as problem, right? This is the true reason why I went on holiday. Not the fact that he got shot in the arm, or that he lost the case. Just the fact that he sold one of his life.
When he gets convicted of being guilty, he goes, "If I had any regrets before being found guilty, it was that I accidentally stole Lawrence's line halfway through a playthrough of a game that had not yet been played yet."
I deeply regret this moment. I wish I never done it. I did it because I was told to, he said. But a real guilty grass to burn Faraday. That's my impression, by the way. I hope you like it.
That was a perfect impression, Edgeworth. I am pleased.
Thank you.
That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing.
I'm sorry. Oh shit, I'm saying it can't call my name.
While this may appear to be simply the murder of a Cadopian Embassy staff member, people are actually referring it as the second KG-8 incident.
The second KG incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I feel I have failed to study hard enough.
Well, even amongst the police, it's information that only a select few are privy to, but I expected you to know it anyway because I'm a bitch.
You saw my line earlier. You've got to forgive me.
Fair enough.
Could you please enlighten me, sir? Sir, what do you mean by the second KGA incident?
In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents.
Take a look at my documents. This is a 3-year-old newspaper.
You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct?
Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was fired. Arrested. But he was fired too at the same time. On the suspicion of smuggling.
Correct. Sese Yu was an employee of the Amano Group.
CCU.
Is it
It's not like CCU, it's like, I think like ICU.
Okay.
I
And
guess.
the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court.
Miss Yu was silenced before she could tell Miss Me. Wasn't a Cadopian Embassy staff member arrested for the murder?
Yes, a Cadopian by the name of Manny Kochan was the suspect. Manny Kochan.
Manny Kochan.
What?
Kochan. Trying to figure out the pun.
Manny Kochan.
Was he a manly coach?
I don't really get it, but
Look at that guy's face.
yeah, he's got such a bitch looking face. It's like I definitely fucking killed him. However, due to the lack of evidence, the case went unresolved.
Lack of evidence?
Ha! If only I was in charge of the case, I would have found something. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt.
You mean cheats? I mean, find the evidence, sir. Yes. To make sure that all criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated.
Now, the next trick I'm going to teach you is how to update an autopsy report.
Oh, this sounds like you'll be in for a bunch of laughs later on.
Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever.
I'd like to imagine that Von Karma was watching that one day of trial when he updated the autopsy report, was like, yes!
Give in to the dark side.
Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well.
That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization.
And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was testify.
You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Though to be fair, his name really had him asking for it.
I agree, sir. Most definitely.
Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG8 incident.
So that's why it's being called the second KG8 incident.
Yes.
Now,
Yet there's one difference between the two incidents.
Well, isn't that one is a woman and one's a man, and that the woman wasn't called Miss Dead Woman? Am I wrong?
Fair enough.
What would that be?
The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yatagarasu.
Yeah, you told me to be perfect, and I was being correct. Yatagarasu, I better find out more. Oh shit, this sounds like my kind of jam. So, is it true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Colopian embassy? What could he or she have been after?
No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly, or more likely, to steal secrets from the Cadopian embassy itself, since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police.
What was it the Yatagarasu sent to the police?
I don't know the details. Anything
What?
related to the Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. I'd beat the shit out of the policeman in order to get it out of them, but unfortunately that would make me the defendant, and by my own tenets, I would have to convince myself of guilt. Still.
But Manfred, but sir, you're Manfred from Karma.
And I am perfect in every way. All defendants are guilty, even me.
But how did you not get the information?
Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say?
How would that be? This would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct?
Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday.
Mr. Faraday?
He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of
No,
the
I mean his
Yatagarasu case
daughter.
as
Yes,
well.
Mr. Faraday. Sorry. Sorry, Ron.
Fair enough.
Just didn't come up with. He's prosecuted both in charge of both the KG8 incident and the Yatagarasu case. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate.
Alright, I'm gonna give this mini one to Iffy. What is it, little girl?
Yeah, there was to be a road case
There you
there.
go,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, mini K.
You're scary, mister.
Isn't he perfectly scary? Answer the question.
We know they both have the same fucking animation.
Is he perfectly scary?
No, he's just scary.
Bear in mind, look at the difference though. Edgeworth is tapping his shoulder because he's thinking, and Monkama is grasping his shoulder because he's got a bullet stuck in it.
But Rob,
What?
he's not perfectly scary according to Iffy. He's even more offended by that.
I want to trade these coins with you.
Ah, I see. The Ernest Amano effect.
A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies, but it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want?
Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. That belt is so fucking weird.
Could a child be here to watch the trial?
How beyond disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. If it were up to me, all children would be banned.
Are you just upset that she didn't call you perfectly scary, sir?
No. Maybe.
He says
Yes.
that, but there's another
Yeah.
kid literally like gawking at something right behind him.
Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore?
Says the one who forges, finds evidence randomly. George.
George, go!
The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete.
Why, you? Do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes?
Hey, I'm so sorry.
I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant.
It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could be the perfect handicap for me.
A proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut.
Sorry. I had that pointing at each other. Wait, somewhat.
Time for your debut, Miles Edgeworth.
Name's in my first name.
It's time for us
Oh
to
my
piss
God,
off
I'm
in that
scared.
direction.
Sorry?
It's time for us to piss off in that direction.
Meanwhile, in the courtroom number 3, 2 lads just chilling.
Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either?
And where's the judge?
And where the fuck is the judge?
Ryan is really pissed right now, and he should have seen the judge 10 years ago. Bailiff, where's Mr. Faraday?
George.
I'm not sure. I wasn't paying any attention.
He's here!
It's the judge.
It's everyone's favorite character, George.
I wouldn't say that.
You must be the one Mr. Von
don't
Palmer
know.
recommended. What?
Judge was. Look at him.
Here's this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform.
Whack.
Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard proper going off.
No, that was just the sound of your gavel, Laura.
Happy birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Oh, come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
So it looks like the trial is about to resume. However,
Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar.
hey,
Without the evidence from Faraday!
Manfred, but
What is that blasted buffoon up to?
But Makama, sir, because the defense is not here, we automatically win.
I believe this is Gumshoe.
No, guys.
Ugh.
Because no, George, no problem. Because he's not here, we automatically win.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, but there's no defense here. He can't defend.
You just get a mistrial, I think.
Anyways.
It's an emergency, sirs.
Bear in mind, you can't prosecute someone in absentia. There we go.
Whack.
Just fucking knocks him out of the way.
Oh shit! Now he just whacked too.
Silence.
He also whacked. The counter whack.
There shall be no yelling in this sacred hall of law.
Counter whack.
Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once. Snap his neck on your way out.
But then you'll prove me guilty, sir.
Please wait. You have to listen to me. I'm really smart, and there's an emergency.
You're smart. Don't lie to us.
Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday, and the defendant.
Objection. There is no facts and evidence that prove this man's intellect.
That's what you take issue with, right?
The two of them are dead, Your Honor, he says, but I think it auto skipped. What?
It auto skipped, yeah.
So, yeah, so basically the two are dead. Both Mr. Mackrell and Bern Faraday.
There we go.
Here he is.
Iffy!
He's the most badass ass deep voice detective.
He's a man so bad his name is bad.
Stay back.
Nice. Ugh! You punched my stomach!
I was allowed on the crime scene, period.
Be quiet.
I mean, it's fine.
Like I say, it just pours down back on Jesus. Just who does this oddball think he is?
This is becoming quite the hot spot.
She has freckles! She's fucking gorgeous! Sorry.
Sorry? I didn't hear anything of what you just said, Monster.
I have a weak spot for freckles, that's all you need to know.
Same, except I don't like.
Your Honor, I would like to arrest
big-ass
Rob on the
forehead.
suspicion of gawking. Isn't he Mr. Rell's defense attorney?
George.
Oh. Hey, you, no running in the hallway, pal.
You just ran down the hallway.
Yeah, but you do it, don't do it.
You did it. And who are you to tell me what to do? I never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Let's talk to the baddest man. Excuse me, but who are you? And here comes his music.
Detective Terrell.
I didn't even get the bad part of that.
Let me throw it. Detective Terrell Bad. Homicide.
I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible.
So he's a homicide detective.
So how did you arrive and expect the body before me?
Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple.
Mr. Faraday requested you be here?
Yes, I literally just said that. What the fuck?
No, you didn't. You lied.
I've already contacted HQ about the situation.
He's got fucking bullet holes in
Wiggle.
his coat
Wiggle.
all over it.
Wiggle. I've got nothing to say to you, kid.
Kid?
I need to turn it slightly up.
Yes, he's being very quiet with this.
I mean, it's not. I can hear it. I can hear it clearly. It's just it needs to be louder.
Your mic's gone weird.
No, that's just me holding a pen in my mouth.
Why are you trying to cosplay?
All right, sorry.
Trying to choke himself. I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know.
I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid.
Is he threatening me? Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that?
Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand.
How do you like that? If it...
God, I'm pretty.
So?
I'm fucking gorgeous. The other man is a Mr. Mackerel. Was shot and killed. Was found holding a bloody knife in his hand.
In this hand. Which hand? Which hand?
That hand.
You didn't say which hand. You said it's hand.
The hand.
What hand?
Clarence, for fuck's
My
sake.
hand.
So, was that wrong?
For fuck's sake, carry on.
He said, was there anybody else who went into defendant lobby number 2?
Yeah, the big lug over there. Your name's Bitch.
No comment.
He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room.
If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? I don't know why I said it like
Maybe.
that. It's just me. Such impudence! This guy is really testing my patience. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court?
Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments.
So you're called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics. In order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not.
Oh well, Looks like you might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son.
Son, I'm not your son, Pops.
Not your
Not
pops,
your buddy,
kid.
pal.
I'm not your kid, Dad. Alright,
I'm not your daddy, kiddo.
Present? Oh, never mind.
what's up?
So do we have to present anything to him?
I mean, I'm
Like
pretty
about
sure.
maybe the Asagarasu thing. Detective Bad, I'd like to ask you about this piece of... I guess not.
Yeah, Mom, pretty.
Could you please pay attention?
Huh? I'm listening, but I've got nothing to say. End of your story. Fuck off. Turn the game.
Well, why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Alright, I guess we got to talk to good old Gummy.
Callisto. Oh, I was going to say Callisto. And you are...
Oh, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs.
You piece of shit. I'm docking your salary for this. I don't even know who you are. I'm docking your salary.
I have a feeling this is going to be a recurring theme.
Hey, point taken, I suppose. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a district prosecutor.
A prosecutor? You ain't prosecuting no one yet. I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal.
I told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours?
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. And, recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective.
Well, soon you're gonna lose that dream.
More than a dream, it was what I was born to do.
And you're also a dick.
Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm really not, in some crazy dream first.
This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time on Manfred von Karma.
This guy
Got
is
prosecutor
this guy was me in
investigations.
the Among Us when I was the killer.